Bernardo Silva. Walker's gone on the charge. Dallo's got to try and stick with him here. There's a lot of space for Gvardiol on the far side, but Walker's lost control of it. Manchester City have been racing out of the blocks faster than Usain Bolt in recent weeks. Their goal after 2 minutes against West Ham was part of a trend on the final day. 9 times in the last 12 games, City have got on the score sheet in the first 20 minutes of a match. De Bruyne. This is Kobbie Mainoo. That's a good reverse pass into McTominay. And they look to try and get the ball up the field quickly, but haven't been able to do so because Manchester City is so good on the counter-press. There's a bit of space here for Wan-Bissaka. What they do in the moments they do have possession of the ball is going to be incredibly important. Space for Garnacho out on the right-hand side.
It's got to go there, Ali. It's got to go. As soon as he opens himself up there, Mainoo, just a ball over the top. Garnacho had already made the run. That's what they've got to do. When they open themselves up, it's got to then go. It can't be then, shall I think about the pass, because City recovered then.
I know Kyle Walker fancies it in terms of the pace against most, if not all. That could be an interesting encounter down here in front of us, Rashford and Walker.
It's a game that has started very much like the Tottenham Hotspur game a couple of weeks ago. Manchester City on that night did surrender chances, and they might surrender one here. Rashford chasing to Onana's long ball, and Walker wins the first of those huge duels.
Tell you what, he did him there as well, Rashford. He just went to go short. Walker wanted to get really tight on him, then he just spun him, didn't he?
Yeah, very clever movement. Just short, and then spinning behind.
Pep Guardiola was under no illusion that despite finishing 31 points ahead of Manchester United, their recent superiority would count for little. We can lose this game, he said. Trying to shake away any hint of complacency. Good touch by Rashford. Dallo has found McTominay. Now it's Bruno Fernandes shifting it to Garnacho. And the first shot on target is a Manchester United shot on target.
Yeah, good movement and good passing. That's what I'm talking about. When you get it out your feet and move it quickly, I don't care how good the opposition are, they've got to run and they've got to cover grass. And they did that really well. They get the shot away. I think Wan-Bissaka was hoping for a little bit of a delay so he could go on the overlap there.
Yeah, it's lovely intricate passing there, I must admit, and it seemed to go out as early as possible to Garnacho. I think he's well within his rights for the shot. Comfortable save, right enough, but well within his rights.
Interesting to see how Garnacho performs over on that right-hand side. Largely in the last few weeks and months he's been playing from the United left. Doesn't matter where Phil Foden plays, he causes problems, and he's causing one here. Sandro Martinez just managing to get there ahead of Erling Haaland, but the danger's not past. Bernardo Silva. Lovely little dink ball to that far post, and Foden is only beaten by the angle.
I know he went early with the cross, Foden. I'm just wondering, Kovacic was arriving a little bit later. Might have been a better option if he just held on to it for a fraction longer.
Just looked like he was doing that little, or I'll just lift it in the air and let Haaland go steaming in, but he didn't quite put enough height on it.
Guardiola was being a little ambiguous last week about his future, depending on which interview you listened to. He gave varying degrees of certainty about when he might depart the scene. The headline-grabbing quote was, "I'm closer to leaving than staying." The City fans will be hoping that's not in the foreseeable future.
Every other fan will, however.
Yeah, he's that good. United delaying the take of the throw-in. Wan-Bissaka. Hit and hope, really, but Rashford will give chase.
Now it's trouble.
Manchester United actually flips very quickly back into shape there to stop Walker having the space to progress down the right. Here's Gvardiol. Interception from Amrabat. Rashford. Amrabat again. I think he'll want to take care of the ball a little better than he did last Sunday down at Brighton. It was a game actually where they conceded a lot of chances in the first half before coming back in the second 45 to win the game. Cautious and cagey.
Haaland had his usual Haaland start to a game. Doesn't touch it very much, does he?
There's almost, it's remarkable, there's almost a blatant refusal to get involved, isn't it? Really, it really is.
He can often appear to be on the fringe of the game and then burst into life. He says he's usually doing something to disrupt the opposition, occupying some sort of space. Could be a threat here. Here's Kevin De Bruyne, trying to get the better of Garnacho, does that. Behind by Varane and then further cleared by Martinez.
Just going back to Haaland, when you've got his sort of record, I don't care, you can do whatever you want on the pitch, because as a centre-half or any sort of defensive mind player against him, you cannot afford to switch off at all. Even if he doesn't look bothered, he wanders around. He's bothered, don't worry about that.
No, you're right, never switches off. Another 38 this season so far.
Varane is playing his last game in a Manchester United jersey, taking no chances with that clearance. Martinez. Straight back by Haaland as he threatened to pinch the ball. They have missed him this season. Started the game and played an hour against Brighton, a return that coincided with United's first clean sheet since March the 9th.
Defenders as well. Not so much forwards, Ali can give you an opinion on that, but defenders love continuity. They love to know who they're playing next to, who their partner is, who's either side of them, because you know the body language, you know when they're in trouble, you can see, and then it's all part of covering each other. If you're not quite sure what your mate's going to do, just sets you on that back foot a little bit.
Yeah, and they haven't had any continuity at all really in that department. As of one or two clubs, it has to be said.
Kevin De Bruyne was missing for pretty much the first half of the season. And he has managed 22 goal involvements in 23 games since then.
He's back.
Foden just getting a little bit of a whack, and Gareth Southgate has a little bit of a wince. He has really come to the fore at the end of the season, the FWA Player of the Year.
Do you know what? More impressive than his goals, the fact that Pep picks him every week. Because if you're getting picked every week by Pep, you've got that consistency in the position he plays, and that is just testament enough to how well you've done this season.
De Bruyne's free kick. Manchester United with quite a high line here. Madi spotted a bit of pushing and shoving involving Josko Gvardiol. in towards that back post, dealt with by Varane. It's a City throw.
It's a slow burner, Ali.
Yeah, it is.
That's the way he wants it, though,
yeah,
right?
Well, it is, of course it is. I was just about to say that. He'll be absolutely delighted the way things have started. They've got forward a couple of opportunities. Rashford's used his pace a couple of times again behind. Garnacho's had an attempt. City have had most of the football. It's probably going the way he thought it would go, to tell you the truth. I hoped it would go.
United do come in with a little bit of form. They've won the last 2 Premier League games. First time they've done so since February. Bernardo Silva. No doubt that the United season has been far from smooth. It's been more like a glitchy video game, never quite running properly. Bernardo Silva running it down. Wanderers on the outside of him. Bit of space for Foden. A bit more for Gvardiol, but he's overhit by Phil Foden.
Oh, it was a poor ball, wasn't it? It's a simple pass, particularly somebody of his quality. For some reason, he overhit it.
12 league titles in 15 seasons. Only one manager has won more league titles in the top 5 European leagues. Any guesses?
Former Manchester United manager.
Sir Alex. They've had games recently where it hasn't gone all their own way. I mentioned that Spurs game, the semi-final here against Chelsea. Probably should have been won by the London club. Away at Forest wasn't as easy as it was expected to be.
Yeah.
Trying a bit of a switch from McTominay out to Garnacho. He doesn't want it to feet. He just wants it in the grass behind.
Yeah.
Gvardiol's going nice and tight on him, so he's saying, yeah, come as tight as you want, because that ball goes in behind, there's only one winner. And then he tries to play it to his feet in front of him.
So you're doing a similar run to Rashford. I'll just take him short, take Gvardiol short, and then obviously spin in behind.
Width is where the space is going to be for Manchester City on this near side, and Bernardo Silva and Walker had quite a lot of it just a moment ago, but they decided to go through the middle. Okay, now Foden. It's Mateo Kovacic's relationship with the FA Cup final hasn't always been a good one. Rodri. Kovacic. De Bruyne. Kovacic again. Manchester City trying to pass Manchester United into submission.
That won't bother United at all. Everything's playing in front of them at this moment in time. Their wee concern will be, there you are, another slack pass. So they'll be happy with the way things are going. Everything's in front of them. The one thing they'll have to obviously concentrate on is particularly De Bruyne and Foden just getting into wee pockets in front of the 2 centre-backs, Martinez and Varane. I beg your pardon, but they seem to have been handling it pretty well up till now. Very early stages, 20 minutes gone.
Yeah, Amrabat and Mainu have been spot on in that front, formed a little square, the 2 centre-backs.
Yeah.
Here is Mainu. Now Rashford, back to Mainu again. Space on the far side for Garnacho, if he can squeeze it out there. He was shut down by Kovacic, but there is space here for Rashford. Once again, Walker does his job, and it comes to McTominay, whose shot was blocked by Stones. And Garnacho beaten to it by Moscow Gvardiol, but that is exactly the kind of moments that Manchester United are hoping for.
I tell you, he did well eventually, Stones, because he's off balance and his weight was on the other foot. It was very, very nearly a proper chance.
It's a proper chance now. Manchester City trying to play out from the back. Kovacic complaining he was fouled. The referee was happy to wave play on. But United have got men committed forward. And now City trying to come. But Dalot is there. And illegally wins the ball. And it's a free kick, which he's not happy about. Well, at the other end, there's a problem for a City player.
He's saying he got the ball to the referee and the linesman. It didn't really matter because it's a foul and a tackle he has to make because City were on the break there. So Dalot just steaming in, trying to take the ball. If he got the man, he's not that upset about it because it's a good free kick to give away.
Yeah.
At the other end, taking big chances in the box. Kovacic, maybe a little bit of a flick from Fernandes, but right on your 6-yard line.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for playing out at the back, but dear me.
Not if you're behind your goalkeeper.
You're actually right. That he was taking that 3 yards off his own line, right in the centre of his goal.
I think they call that progressive football nowadays.
Well, or blatant stupidity, I'm not sure. It'll be one of the two.
It certainly gets the heart thumping, and we haven't maybe had enough of that up until this point.
But a little sign again, Rashford. Walker just went asleep on the big long ball over the top. He just went to sleep. He caught up because he's fast.
Yeah.
But that's twice now Rashford's done him on a little bit of movement.
Mistake by Silva. Robbed by Manchester United, who were threatening to get away there.
Go. He's got to let him go, Sam.
And the advantage wasn't played by Andy Madley.
Why are you blowing your whistle there? He's 5 yards away. You can see the action.
Yeah.
Martinez with a good turn. McTominay has to get it out wide to Garnacho, but he's going to go via Wan-Bissaka.
Too many touches. He's got to take one touch and fire it out to Garnacho. He's taking 2 or 3 touches and the space is getting closed down.
McTominay. And Garnacho on the ball against Ake. And that's the feeling. Nice to go on the outside and lost his footing.
There's a perfect example of not needing to tackle a winger.
Yeah.
You just lean into him, you read him. Really good defending. Garnacho thinks he's got just past that right hip. You get past that hip, you're in. But that's really good use of the body from Ake.
He's a substitute in last year's final. Nathan Ake, Alejandro Garnacho is making his 38th start in a row. Scored the goal of the season against Everton with that acrobatic bicycle kick. He's a player that can, and running with the ball, strike fear into the heart of an opponent. Gvardiol. Kovacic. Entry working it out wide to Bernardo Silva. He scored the winner in the FA Cup semi-final here against Chelsea. Stones. Gvardiol again. His ankle's bitten by Scott McTominay.
I think United have done brilliantly well so far in just the way they're set up. They're close to the ball. The trouble is, City won't let up for the whole game. So they've got to keep this energy level, this organisation up the whole time.
Foden trying to get away from Amrabat, does find Kovacic. Kovacic trying to centre it. Gvardiol is coming. Mainu got there first.
What a take from Foden. What a take when it's played into him. first time we've seen a real threat. Excellent movement from City there. The way Foden lets it through him, takes it in the half turn, brilliant.
He's the best in the world.
In the world.
And
Yes.
That's a big call, but
Yes.
he is. Nobody does it better than him.
I cannot disagree at all with that statement.
And his ability to get up and down, his first touch, his ability to find space in between the lines of a tightly packed defence, so impressive. And he loves a goal against Manchester United. 6 goals in his last 5 games against them. It's his birthday on Tuesday. He has won everything, and he is only going to be 24. There's another trophy that he wins in the summer.
Steady on.
Check the score up there.
Let's just take one tournament at a time, gentlemen, please.
Foden, now De Bruyne. Kovacic. Rodri floating one in for Haaland. Moran was watching it all the way. And Fernandes shooting that into space. And the race is on. Walker and Ortega both going for it.
Do you know something? It was the right ball. I think he thought Walker was perhaps 5-10 yards further up in the attacking half, and he wanted to put it into space for Rashford to attack. It was the right ball, but Walker had it covered.
Their view on it will be they'll get him once, won't they?
Well, they have already. To be fair, they've done a couple of times. His movement's been good, Rashford.
And you have to say, what City have produced in the penalty area has been few and far between.
Fernandes doesn't think that was an infringement by him. City hadn't taken the free kick, according to Andy Madlick.
Has he ever thought he's ever made a foul before?
Anyone watching pre-kick-off will know. And it's all part of his passion and desire to try and achieve more at this football club. He says his tenure so far hasn't lived up to expectation in terms of what they've won.
I'd rather have him in your team than against you.
That's for sure.
He usually is. He hardly ever misses a game. Here's Bernardo Silva.
You can throw a blanket over back foot.
Here's Josko Vardiol. Wan-Bissaka gets there first. Nudges it off the Croatian, and it's out for a goal kick to Manchester United. So we've played, what, 28, 29 minutes now. How would you sum up the first half an hour?
I think Man United will be delighted, boys, I really do. I think the games, from their point of view, honestly believe they would expect City to have more of the football, more possession. But their shape, as Lee has correctly said, has been very, very difficult to penetrate, particularly through the middle. They've been solid in the middle, and they've actually managed to get in behind a couple of times. So I think Ten Hag will be very pleased the way it started. I would imagine Pep might be a little bit frustrated, Lee.
Yeah, can't disagree with any of that. I'd like to, but I can't.
الهولندي إريك تين هاج. دخلنا ربع ساعة الثالث من عمر هذا الشوط الأول. 1-0 لمانشستر يونايتد أمام السيتي في الملعب. واو 1-0. كرة في التماس، ديوغو دالو ماكتوميني كرة ضاعت، راحت من هنالك لوان بيساكا، قريب منه غارناتشو، وان بيساكا وغارناتشو، وصلت لغارناتشو، وان بيساكا رجعت للخلف تماما. الكرة هذه مع فاران من هنا لساندرو مارتينيز، يلعبها لسفيان مرابط، سفيان رجع للخلف لحارسه أندري اونانا يفضل الكرة البعيدة، هرب دالو وبعيدة الكرة هذه، وصلت لأورتيغا. حتى اونانا تمريراته شيقه ورائعه جدا، شفناها في الكثير من المرات لما يرسل كرات بعيده تماما. براحتك يا دالو، لعبت من هنالك على الجهه اليسرى لغفارديول يلعبها في الوسط مباشره مع كوفاتشيتش. لصالح عناصر السيتي مع كوفاتشيتش مرة ثانية. لم يصلوا سوى نصف مرة عناصر السيتي لمرمى الحارس أندري أونانا، ووسط لداخل منطقة عمليات نادي مانشستر يونايتد. برناردو سيلفا على الجهة اليمنى، حاول يمر برناردو حصار شديد مضروب على كل لاعب حامل الكرة، يجد صعوبات في تمريرها إلا في اتجاه برناردو سيلفا من هنا أو في اتجاه غفارديول من هنالك على الجهة اليسرى. حكم خلى اللاعب دالو، وصل لراشفورد مازال من أمام ووكر، رجع للخلف يلعبها مع دالو راشفورد ماينو سكوت ماينو، لعبت مرة ثانية، برونو استرجعها، لعبها هنالك لوان بيساكا، طلبها غارناتشو مش بتسلل، سلمها غارناتشو، هرب على الجهة اليمنى، وينو مع وينو سكوت ماكتوميني ماينو، الدفاع يتدخل ويخرجها مرة ثانية، وبرناردو سيلفا هرب لصالح عناصر السيتي بعيدة تماما. وين يا برناردو، وين تغطية من رافائيل فاران من هنالك على الجهة اليمنى، يستلم هذه الكرة ويخرج بها بكل أريحية الفرنسي في هذه الكرة لعناصر مانشستر يونايتد. 34 دقيقة لعب، 1-0 لمانشستر يونايتد أمام نادي مانشستر سيتي. اونانا، فاران، ماينو، بيساكا، وان بيساكا ممتازه لغارناتشو، غفارديول بروعه، وفي خطا ضد اليخاندرو لصالح يوشكو عفوا. ضربناك بعيني يوشكو يا غفارديول، سامحني، ولكن تبقى لاعب من افضل المدافعين في انجلترا وفي اوروبا وفي العالم عموما، 22 سنه في عمره. وكير من هنا على الجهه اليمنى، يلعبها مباشره لدي بروين وليساندرو مارتينيز بقوه وبروعه، يتدخل ويخرجها في التماس لصالح عناصر نادي مانشستر سيتي. يوم غارناتشو سجل اول اهدافه في كاس انجلترا، لعب موسم تقريبا، لعب كثير اليوم هذا العام غارناتشو مع فريقه المان. كرة لغفارديول، فودين خرج وان بيساكا، رجعت لغفارديول، يرجع لنايتناكي مع كوفاتشيتش، يفضل يبقى هنا، يوصلها مباشرة لرودري على الجهة اليمنى، تلعب لبرناردو سيلفا معاه ديوغو دالو، مازال برناردو يرجع للخلف، يلعبها مع ووكر لرودري، كوفاتشيتش موجود، غير تماما على الجهة اليسرى لغفارديول، وينو فودين هو في جيب سفيان مرابط لحد الان. كوفاتشيتش بينيه، هولاند ضيعتها، تغطيه دفاعيه من ليساندرو مارتينيز، يرسلها بعيده تماما، التغطيه من قبل جون ستونز على الجهه اليمنى لوكر من امام راشفورد، ووكر مازال يرجع لستونز. 36 دقيقه لعبنا، ما زالت 1-0، تلعب الكره في اتجاه كوفاتشيتش، يخرج بالكره كوفاتشيتش، رودري، ووكر، ووكر، برناردو سيلفا، فودين بقاو يلعبوا هكذا كرات ميته بلا معنى عناصر مانشستر سيتي، لانه المان يونايتد غلق عليهم. ووكر مره ثانيه قرب منه دي بروين، غرق، رجعت للخلف لبرناردو سيلفا، طلبها فودين، برناردو، رائعة من أندري أونانا، يتمكن من صد هذه الكرة وهذه التسديدة من برناردو سيلفا. لا حلول للسيتي لحد الآن في هذه المباراة ما عدا التسديد من بعيد. هذه أول تسديدة من بعيد من برناردو سيلفا بين أحضان الكامروني أندري أونانا. أونانا، كوبي ماينو، برونو رجع للخلف لفاران، متسلل اليخاندرو، غارناتشو، متسلل هذه المرة اليخاندرو غارناتشو في أول لقطة وفي أول كرة. الحكم المساعد رفع الراية من هنالك. نعم انتظر، نعم خلى اللقطة تكتمل، عسى أن لا يكون في وضعية تسلل، لكن كانت واضحة منذ البداية. اللعبة أنا من غارناتشو كان في وضعية تسلل، أشار لها الحكم المساعد من هنالك بعد ما خلى اللقطة تكتمل. مررها غارناتشو في اتجاه رفيقه راشفورد الذي سجل هدفا ثانيا رفضه الحكم بحجة التسلل. يتواصل اللعب 1-0، 38 دقيقة لعب لصالح مانشستر يونايتد. ووكر من هنالك، جون ستونز قريب، كوفاتشيتش طلبها، رجع لي جون ستونز مرة ثانية، غفارديول على الجهة اليسرى، يستلم غفارديول، يرجع لنيثان ماكي. عندي إحساس بأن المان يونايتد يفوز، وعندي إحساس بأننا نروح لوقت إضافي، وعندي إحساس آخر ما نقوله الآن. يلا غفارديول من هنالك يلعبها في الوسط في اتجاه رودري، يدخل رودري العرضية، دي بروين، ماينو خرجها لبرونو فرنانديش، برونو في المراوغة إلى لكوبي ماينو استلم وصل لراشفورد على الجهة اليسرى، راشفورد ينتظر المساندة، مش متسلل من هنالك غارناتشو، وصلته في أفضل الظروف، وينو سكوت، وينو ماكتوميناي، غارناتشو دخل، هو الجول، اشرب برميل يا إريك تن هاغ. هدفان لصفر لمانشستر يونايتد، لعبة ولا أروع. من هنالك على الجهة اليمنى غارناتشو استلم، غارناتشو مرر، برونو استلم، برونو مرر، وماينو سجل جول كوبي ماينو. تحية مدنية عسكرية من ماينو لجماهير المان، انطلقت من هنا من ماينو، مرر مباشرة لراشفورد، العرضية البعيدة من هنالك غارناتشو استلم، دخل برونو فرنانديز ومرر مباشرة من هنا. هدف في منتهى الروعة. مانشستر يونايتد يسترجع ما فاته طيلة عام، هو متفوق بهدفين لصفر على مانشستر سيتي في الويمبلي. يا أورتيغا هذه لا تصد، فعلها كوبي، سجلها ماينو. المان يونايتد هدفان، السيتي صفر. افرح يا تنهاج افرح، هدفان لصفر لمانشستر يونايتد امام المان سيتي. المستحوذ على الكرة منذ انطلاقة المباراة، المستحوذ على الكرة منذ 6 سنوات، المستحوذ على الكرة طيلة موسم، المستحوذ على الكرة طيلة 40 دقيقة، المستحوذ على الكرة البارحة واليوم وغدا مع بيب غوارديولا، ولكنه فاز وخسر، انتصر وانهزم. وهكذا هي الكرة، لا تبتسم بالعادة، لا تبتسم بالضرورة للذي يستحوذ، ولكن للذي يملك الفعالية ويملك الروح العالية ويملك شوية حظ مع الكرة ويتمكن من التفوق بهدفين ل0. استرجعت من هنا على الجهة اليسرى وما زالت الكرة في التماس لصالح برناردو سيلفا ودي بروين. دخلنا ال5 دقائق الأخيرة من عمر الشوط الأول. برناردو دي بروين عرضية دي بروين مرة ثانية الكرة مرت سلامات وراحت ضربة مرمى لصالح الحارس أندري أونانا قبل 4 دقائق على نهاية الشوط الأول من عمر المباراة. كانت باينة بأنه هدف ثاني منذ استلمها غارناتشو، كانت واضحة بأنها كرة جول ووصلت لكوبي ماينو سجلها وجاء الهدف الثاني لعناصر مانشستر يونايتد المتفوق بهدفين مقابل 0 الآن على بيب غوارديولا الخاسر والمنهزم بهدفين مقابل 0. سيتي رتمه اليوم بطيء جدا، تدوير الكرة ثقيل، تقارب خطوط المان صنع الفارق في هذا الشوط الاول من عمر المباراه. كرة البعيده جون ستونز في التغطيه وصلت ووكر من هنا على الجهه اليمنى. ووكر من امام سكوت، رجعت في الوسط هاي الانطلاقه برونو 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 الدفاع يصد. المان يونايتد من دون قلب هجوم متفوق بهدفين مقابل 0. نعم من دون قلب هجوم متفوق بهدفين مقابل 0 على مانشستر سيتي وما ادراك، وفي نهائي كاس انجلترا وما ادراك. نعم هدفين مقابل 0 لصالح المان سيتي المان يونايتد بفضل الصغيرين غارناتشو 19 سنة وكوبي ماينو 19 سنة. واو، قاسم مشترك بين اللاعبين الشابين المتميزين القديرين الفذين الرائعين في تشكيلة مانشستر يونايتد. المكسبان الكبيرين للمان. كوبي ماينو استرجعها الحكم اشار برايته لوضعية تسلل من هنالك مباشرة لصالح نايثن أكي ودفاع نادي مانشستر سيتي. كرة تلعب لوكر اللي عنده الكرة وكأنه عنده قنبلة بالنسبة للسيتي حاصل بها، ما يعمل ما يعرف ما يعمل بها إلا أنه يرجعها للخلف. نايثن أكي، جون ستونز راح فودين. جون ستونز وين رايح يا فودين؟ رجعت للخلف. ووكر توصل لبرناردو سيلفا على الجهة اليمنى. برناردو يحاول يدخل يلعبها بينيه. رودري برناردو ضلوا في التغطيه، يرسلها بعيده تماما في الخلف، راحت لاورتيغا ولجون ستونز في الخط الخلفي لدفاع مانشستر سيتي قبل الدقيقتين على نهايه الشوط الاول من عمر هذه المباراه. لو ينزع البدله والكرافته غوارديولا في الشوط الثاني يرجع، ما نزعها راح كل شيء. تلعب لكوفاتشيتش ضيعها، استرجعت مرة ثانية من ووكر، لعبت ناحية دي بروين والدفاع، ثم استرجعت من راشفورد ماكتوميناي لسكوت فاندي محاصر، مازال يخرج بالكرة سكوت، مازال عنده الكرة الآن ماكتوميناي والحكم يصفر له خطأ لصالح عناصر مانشستر يونايتد. جنونهم جماهير المان يونايتد في المدرجات. هذا فريقنا، هذا العريق طبعا بقيادة المالك الشريك الجديد في نادي مانشستر يونايتد. عائلة جلايزر. عائلة السر جيم راتكليف عفوا، المالك الشريك لنادي مانشستر يونايتد، طبعا في حضور أليكس فيرغسون الموجود في مواعيد كبرى مثل هذه، موجود في كل مباريات مانشستر يونايتد، وموجود ايضا حتى في نهائيات كاس انجلترا بغض النظر عن فريق مانشستر يونايتد حاضر ولا لا. غفارتيول من هنالك، سامحوني على الخطا منذ حين. المالك الشريك للنادي هو سير جيم راتكليف. حكم يصفر خطأ هنا لصالح كيفن دي بروين، ارتكبه كوبي ماينو الذي يتلقى البطاقة الصفراء الأولى في المباراة. تدخل كان واضح من الخلف على كيفن دي بروين من ماينو، والبطاقة الصفراء مستحقة. تدخل برجل واحدة وتلمس الكرة، اوكي، هكذا بمقصية من الخلف ممنوع يا ماينو. دقيقة دقيقتان من الوقت بدل الضائع يحتسبهما حكم المباراة لصالح السيتي من أجل تقليص الفارق والعودة في النتيجة. المأمورية لن تكون سهلة تماما بالنسبة للسيتيزنز في وجود كيفن دي بروين وهولان في الكرة. هذه هي الأخيرة في هذا الشوط الأول، بقى دقيقة وشوية على نهاية الشوط. هدفان للصفر لمانشستر يونايتد من إمضاء غارناتشو وكذلك كوبي ماينو. مرفوع الكرة وسهلة لأونانا، يتمكن منها أندري الكامروني ويلتقطها من أمام مجموعة من لاعبي نادي مانشستر سيتي المطالب بإعادة النظر في منظومة لعبه خلال الشوط الثاني من عمر هذه المباراة. وأن الأمر لا يتوقف على السيتي لوحده، بل مرتبط كذلك بأمور موضوعية تتعلق بنادي مانشستر يونايتد في الجهة المقابلة. كرة بالراس من رودري لم يتمكن منها من هنالك سفيان مرابط. هولاند ينطلق، هولاند والتغطية من وان بيساكا يتمكن من التقاطها واسترجاعها وتمريرها هنا مباشرة لجوجو دالو والكرة البعيدة برونو فرنانديش بالراس بعيدة تماما على راشفورد، وصلت من هنا لجون ستونز ولعناصر مانشستر سيتي. تلعب من هنالك الكرة في اتجاه كوفاتشيتش، كرواتي يخرج إيبور كوفاتشيتش، يواصل كوفاتشيتش، غفارديول من هنالك وصلته غفارديول الحق عليها من امام وان بيساكا. غفارديول مضطر يرجع للخلف، ما زال غفارديول يلعب لكيفن دي بروين. كوفاتشيتش تغطية دفاعية راح تماس لعناصر مانشستر سيتي. نهاية الشوط بتفوق المان يونايتد على السيتي في ويمبلي في نهائي كأس انجلترا 143 في تاريخ كرة القدم. اعود والتقي بكم مع بداية الشوط الثاني بعد حين باذن الله تعالى. عبد العزيز لحظات سيكون لديك الخط، تفضل وضيفيك العزيزين. أعود والتقي بكم مع بداية الشوط الثاني بعد حين بإذن الله تعالى. عبد العزيز لحظات سيكون لديك الخط، تفضل وضيفيك العزيزين.
شكرا للزميل حفيظ دراجي. هذا الشوط مانشستر يونايتد ومانشستر سيتي ينتهي لمصلحة اليونايتد بهدفين دون مقابل في مباراة تغلب فيها مانشستر يونايتد حتى الآن في الشوط الأول بشكل مميز ورائع، واستطاع تسجيل هدفين في مرمى مانشستر سيتي بطل البريمير ليج بشكل مفاجئ، ولعب بشكل دفاعي منظم، ولعب أيضا على الكرات المرتدة وكان له ما أراد، حيث سجل هدفين ثمينين حتى الآن في شوط عكس كل التوقعات.
Dynamic air suspension, all-wheel steering, configurable terrain response, effortless in the extreme.
Well, I'm saying, you went before that. No, but you might have been revived. That's what I'm saying.
That is why.
Where should they sleep? Where my father brings sleep. The world has never seen.
By far the greatest team the world has ever seen.
West Coast
servicing.
Customer satisfaction results are in.
Are we here or...? All right, yes, all right, I understand.
Perhaps we could try being more like Nationwide.
Like Nationwide? What are they doing now?
They tell their customers that better savings rates are available. Been doing it for years.
Soon our customers will be asking for it too.
They already are.
Muffin me. This person can't even spell banker.
It's not banker.
Oh.
With Nationwide Savings Watch, we'll tell you when we have new savings accounts or better rates. Nationwide, a good way to bank.
What an amazing home you have. I wonder what it's worth. Oh, not that you'd sell it. I just mean it'll fetch a good price when you... Heaven forbid!
Oh dear. If you want to know, just ask Zoopla.
The Great British Broadband Switch is here. And millions of BT customers across the UK are realising they can switch to Vodafone and get the same broadband for less. That's right, the same broadband for less. Now is a great time to switch to Vodafone. Join the Great British Broadband Switch. Search Vodafone Broadband to see what you could save.
McDonald's Fun Football sponsors coverage of the Emirates FA Cup on ITV.
Goalkeeper and defender have come a long way, and Garnacho is there, and Manchester United lead the cup final. Kobbie Mainoo! Manchester City stunned.
Well, as Sam said at the end of the first half, Arsenal came from 2 down to beat Hull a decade ago to win 3-2. That's the size of the task ahead of the champions, Manchester City. What a first half. Ian, let's get on with it. So much to analyse. The first goal, an example as much as anything, never give up if you're a striker.
Well, no, you've got to chase it down. But I think that it was more in this midfield area, the way that they've been... Once they've got on the ball, they've not panicked on it, but that is something that they've obviously practiced because Dalot's not even looked properly. This is obviously bad communication between them two, but Garnacho not stopping at all, going all the way, putting him under pressure. You look at this run, it's a very good run, the way he's got himself back on side. I love the fact that Dalot's not even thinking. It's not like he's going to try and pass that sideways. He's gone straight over the top, and then the confusion. And that is it. Perfect start for United.
Neither Gvardiol nor Ortega, Jolyon, say a word. Is that, Ortega is the reserve goalkeeper. Is a little bit of that in there?
You could use it as an excuse, but there has to be some form of communication. But it's probably the first time you could look at a back four and say it's disjointed because they're all on different pages, whether the starting position or recovery runs. It doesn't seem like they're in unit and thinking on the same page.
First time that a teenager has scored in the cup final since Ronaldo for Roy's team in 2004, 20 years ago. And then a second teenager scored. So the first time two teenagers have scored. What a goal this is as well.
Absolutely brilliant. United's decision-making in terms of possession, excellent. No one to go long, no one to get short. That was the key for me before the game, what they do in possession. Sitting in is well and good. And United, nice and compact, nice and relaxed. And we got Rashford talking about the two wide players where you got that space. Beautiful quality ball. You look at Bruno just walking in there, and this play for Bruno, the finish. We talk about Mainoo's defensive work being vital, but this is getting forward.
You know the good thing with this, Roy, is that Bruno, watch how many times he checks Mainoo. There's one there, so he knows where he is, he's aware of him. This is what you've got to do as a midfield player, you've got to be aware of your surroundings. Again, he checks him there. So by the time he goes in here, he's not looked again. I think he looks one more time. But it's the execution, Roy.
Yeah, that's where his brilliance is. A lot of players do that. A lot of players do what they do. They drift in there and they try and pick a team out being smart, but they can't do it. They pass it behind somebody he gives them the perfect pass. So it's obviously going to be a one-touch finish. Simple, brilliant, effective, lovely. Lovely finish. Brilliant.
Also, he shaped as if to shoot, didn't he? Just momentarily.
Yeah, of course.
Didn't he, Bruno?
Yes.
So
we've seen, Bruno does that quite a bit. He's an intelligent footballer and he gets into them positions. We said how important he is to Man United. But it's the execution, just that perfect way to pass where he knows his teammates got a one-touch finish and a beautiful goal.
If City do lose, we're all going to go on about the fact they only warmed up for 15 minutes and they came out late. What's going on?
Listen, this isn't a performance I'm used to seeing. I think anyone's used to seeing in regards to City, but you've got to give credit to Man United. They've obviously got a game plan. Even before the goals, you could see what they were trying to do with the width of Rashford and Garnacho, and it's paid off.
They can't relax, though, United. They cannot relax. They can't get cocky and get carried away and think they want loads of possession. Do what they've been doing. They've conceded late goals we saw against Coventry.
There were 3 up against Coventry with 20 minutes to go.
More importantly, against Man City, the last time they played them in the league game, conceded 2 late goals. Because City will keep coming at them and try and wear them down. United, be compact.
It's the shape. Their shape's very good. We saw in one instance, we saw them go and really press City and nearly get something. But in the main, they've dropped off and stayed in their shape and got the 2 wide guys. So if they do win the ball, you see from whether it's from Dalot or Rashford, they can switch it quick and they're straight in. It's really good play from United.
Because Gvardiol's defending very narrowly, isn't he, for a left-back? I mean, he's more naturally a centre-back, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. I think for both goals, I think he's got his position in opposite movement wrong. I think for the first goal he needs to be more narrow because Garnacho's inside and there's no one wide, and then on the second goal he's very narrow and Garnacho's wide, so I think he needs to obviously use the platform in terms of what the manager wants, but recognise the individual where his starting position is.
Manchester City and their fans are not used to the situation they're in at half-time. Manchester United leading by 2-0 in the sunshine in the cup final at Wembley. Second half on the way.
McDonald's Fun Football sponsors coverage of the Emirates FA Cup on ITV.
The only thing sweeter than Lidl's super fresh fruit is winning it for free. Win with every spin with your Lidl Plus app and get a free fruit coupon for your next purchase. Join millions of customers and put our fresh to the test today. Save like a hero with Lidl Plus.
All right, Steve. Guess who? I'm that ceramic bad boy you've been lusting after forever.
I know. You're everything a man could desire in an al fresco cooking companion.
Your family buy me for your 60th in 5 years' time.
Oh, bless them.
So you need to make sure you're still around, because 1 in 8 men get prostate cancer. But the earlier you find it, the easier it is to treat. So it's about time you checked your risk online.
Then...
No, it's a simple blood test.
I'm on it.
Take the Prostate Cancer UK Risk Checker now. It's about time.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could change things to suit you? With Sky Mobile, you can change your phone and your data plan to suit you.
Join Sky Mobile, the UK's fastest growing network.
I see you, okay, do your dance, do your thing. I see you, okay, let me see you, Cherry Hill, yeah, now take it back, let me see you rock off, shake off, let me see you rock off, yeah.
Cherry Hill, sidekick, SpongeBob, sexy walk, heel toe, footwork, crazy leg rock.
Let me see you kick right, now kick left, now step forward, now step back. Lucozade, bring the energy.
Some people deny the power of extra flaming hot.
Oh! Is it hot?
No, spicy deniers.
Not hot at all.
But why deny? Embrace the heat. Don't be a denier. Own the fire. Try new extra flaming hot.
With Aviva Wealth, you can easily see how your savings, investments and pensions are doing. So when the time is right, you can make the changes you want. Helping you put the right pieces together for your future. It takes Aviva Wealth. Savings, investments, pensions.
Family in. Out for an adventure with an early start. At least one of you dressed the part.
Family in.
Convince the gang to give it a try. Fingers crossed for a little blue sky. Who cares? We're family in. Scenic wee breaks, family in. Sunday morning tryouts, family in. Flight to Spain on the stupid o'clock plane. Family in. Shh.
Sleeping!
Sorry. Memories made, tired feet.
Time for a well-earned treat. Oh, family.
Jump into the Skoda SUV range, made for familying.
Skoda. Lucky socks back on, snacks restocked. Everyone get ready to shout at the telly. We're back for the second half and more familying.
Hi guys, welcome. You enjoyed it?
McDonald's Fun Football sponsors coverage of the Emirates FA Cup on ITV.
The last time Manchester City were 2 down in a game was against Leipzig back in November. They did win 3-2. That was a Champions League group game. This is the FA Cup final. They trailed by 2-0 at half-time. And the domestic football season is drawing to a close, but we have live action from Serie A this evening. ITVX, Milan against Salernitana. Tomorrow night, highlights from the playoff final here at Wembley between Leeds and Southampton. And the Lionesses continue their Euro qualifying campaign on Friday against France. So we think Manchester City are making a change, Jolin. Do you think making two changes? Two changes. Akanji and Doku coming on.
Yeah, Ake looked like he was struggling at times in the first half, whether he was fully fit to start, but I anticipated that one. Winger, Doku, you getting the ball, he creates opportunities, so hopefully that's the case.
Pep doesn't wait. Pep knows he has to make the change. He's got to get back in the game, get some momentum, a little bit of pace, getting behind. So yeah, no surprises really.
No, I just hope United can keep their shape and keep hurting them, because they can. If they keep doing what they're doing, City are going to have to come at them, and it's up to United to keep going forward and taking those chances.
Ake and Kovacic are off. Food for thought for Pep Guardiola. How brilliant he is. His team are 2 down as we rejoin Lee Dixon, Ali McCoist and Sam Matterface.
Well, it has been the highest scoring season in Premier League history. Manchester City have more than contributed to that. They were the top scorers in the division, and they have scored more goals than anyone else in the Premier League in the second half of games. United will have to defend well to stay in it. Those changes for City, what difference do they make?
Well, I think certainly the way United's line was set up in that first half, City needs someone. They passed and passed and passed in front of them. They need someone to run behind them, and certainly when Doku gets the ball, that's his strength. He loves to run at full-backs and loves to get behind. It's his finishing product. Sometimes lets himself down, but yeah, he'll be a threat down this left-hand side for sure.
No, absolutely. I think the one thing United were delighted, everything was in front of them. Absolutely everything was in front of them. What Guardiola were hoping, get the ball to Doku will go and take somebody on, he'll get by them, then the whole thing opens up, the picture changes immediately. One thing I would like to mention, I don't know about that second goal, guys, I'm watching it again, the run by Wan-Bissaka. The run by Wan-Bissaka has gone unnoticed relatively. It's a brilliant run, it's inside, it's not an overlap, but what it does, it forces Nathan Ake back 2 yards and allows Fernandes the ball.
United forcing City back at the start of the second half. Walker a little bit indecisive there. Dalot holding onto the ball. Manchester United just about keep hold of it inside opposition territory. Manchester City have been almost perfect in 2024. They haven't lost a match in 90 minutes since December the 6th. They've won 26 games and managed 5 draws in this calendar year. But it isn't going all their own way today. Manchester United have won this season. It's tended to be by the odd goal. That would be an odd goal.
Put his hand up as if to say sorry, he wasn't that far away. But this Doku's got a flying machine against him, Wan-Bissaka, and he sometimes gets himself in as a fullback, not the greatest position, but he's got probably the best one-on-one tackle in world football. His slide tackle and his ability to catch players up is absolutely brilliant.
A few problems last weekend with Valentin Barco of Brighton. Almost getting on the end of another long forward ball.
I think he should do better, Sam, I really do. I think it's a brilliant ball, again in behind, not for the first time. I think what he should do there is take a touch and keep his body between the ball and Walker. That was a chance.
We've criticised Manchester United so much this season for not being disciplined out of possession. So far, they have been incredibly disciplined out of possession.
It's easy to see and say when you evidence in front of your eyes, but if they play like this all season, they wouldn't have finished where they did, because they've been absolutely spot on this game so far.
But so far it is, and there's still a very long way to go. Manchester City have powers of recovery that not many others have. Nobody took more points from losing positions than Manchester City. Amrabat can't afford to dawdle on the ball. Amrabat again. He's hesitating slightly and he's given the ball away cheaply to Doku. United get it back. Garnacho is in a bit of space if Fernandes can find him. Rashford may have been the one he was looking at.
He thought about it. I'll tell you right now, he thought about it.
Rashford trying to stay onside. Fernandes is definitely onside. Tries to keep hold of it, does. Almost fed Rashford, and it was a vital intervention from John Stones.
Easiest thing in the world to say, should probably go on the other side. I know he's tried to play him in. With hindsight, he probably should have kept it going out to the left-hand side. But what a great run, because I think Rashford was trying to stay onside. And Fernandes made the run in behind. Lovely run.
Lovely run.
Here we see it, watch him go there. Beautiful.
Even better slide tackle here. Absolutely brilliant, as you said. Maybe just switch it left then, as soon as there's more space on the left, isn't there?
And he's produced more key passes than any other Premier League player this season. There's no doubt that he is of great importance to Erik ten Hag. Bruno Fernandes' absence was underscored in the last few weeks when he did miss a couple of games through injury for the first time. That's not the greatest of key passes. United have won it back. Wan-Bissaka. And hits the ball out of Garnacho, who's incredibly frustrated with that.
He's still trying to come to terms with that free kick.
They look better ones.
What was fortunate for Manchester United was they didn't get punished by it. Rodri. This is Guardiola, can hit them. Akanji. Crosses from Bernardo Silva. Martinez away. Akanji will keep this alive. He has been integral for Manchester City this season, wandering into midfield. Manuel Akanji. Doku. Guardiola. John Stones. Kevin De Bruyne, who, say it quietly, hasn't really got into the game yet.
No, you know what it's like. You're sometimes loath to say that about boys with extreme talent that could, win a game with one pass and second of brilliance. Haaland would come into that category as well, but make no mistake about it. 50 minutes gone, City have been up. I would go as far to say they've been poor and disappointing, to tell you the truth.
I think you're right. I think the passing's been off. They haven't really got to grips with United's shape. They haven't threatened them behind at all. Haaland's been a passenger. Foden's shown a few little glimpses, but as you said, De Bruyne has not been in it. Doku's been brought on to get behind Wan-Bissaka and has not done that yet.
Good for Manchester United again. Rashford has found McTominay, who wants to find Alejandro Garnacho, and Rashford is at the far post. Fernandes queuing up on the edge. McTominay gets bundled to the floor. Fernandes keeps it alive and the pressure on. And City smuggle it away.
That was a chance. I thought Garnacho could have fired it across the back post to Rashford. Coming in.
Well, Wan-Bissaka's been penalised here. and he is protesting his innocence.
No, I think it was the first one. I think Fernandez tripped him. This is the checked and cleared, no penalty.
Yeah.
Again, Wan-Bissaka just getting some help from Fernandez, doubling up on Doku.
Here is Doku, dazzling dribbler. Foden, stuck by Amrabat. Doku again, trying to dissect the United defence, and he had a swing at it. Phil Foden didn't catch it.
No, there was enough pace on it. You can see what he was trying to do. He was trying to meet it first time and just redirect it, which you've seen him done on a number of occasions. He just wants to keep it going with his left foot there, never made any good contact.
Ten goals in his last 9 appearances in all competition. Scoring 9 and assisting 1 of those, Phil Foden. And he's back on the ball again. And City are back attacking again. It's Doku looking for Foden. It's Haaland! He hits the bar! Onana was beaten.
Well, it's the first time we've seen him. And he just leans back and gets enough elevation on it, a little bit too much.
Julian Alvarez about to come on for Manchester City. Silva, Stones, a warning for Manchester United. They are not going to have anything their own way in this second half. And they might need to ride a little bit of luck too. Here's Doku. Wan-Bissaka with a tackle. It's behind and away for a corner.
Well, that's what he's good at.
Yeah.
He's brilliant at 1v1. Doku's threatening him, and what he does, he doesn't have to beat him every time, but he's drawing another United player towards him. They're trying to double up on him. That frees someone else. That's why Haaland just got the chance.
Kevin De Bruyne is taking this set piece. And Onana's come a long way for it, got something on it, enough for Amrabat to hook it clear. It's unconvincing. Guardiola, Bernardo Silva. It's De Bruyne.
It's going to be a long 35 minutes for Manchester United if they don't try and get up the park. Great effort there he had off the bar. Just gets his little half yard, doesn't he? They've doubled up, it's played into an area for him, and I think he's a little bit unlucky. He has to lean back, take a little bit of direction, a little bit of whip on it. Goalkeeper's no chance.
Kevin De Bruyne has been taken off by that man Pep Guardiola and replaced by Julian Alvarez.
Yeah, I was just looking at his body language. He didn't seem too upset with that De Bruyne, as if there might be a little problem physically. Certainly being taken off in a cup final after 55 minutes, you wouldn't be very happy, but he might have a little niggle there.
Well, the Belgian manager, Nick Tedesco, won't be too happy about that. That is the case. Kevin De Bruyne has been in such rare form since coming back from his long injury. Mentioned in the first half how many goals and assists he's managed during that period. Scored in the 2019 Cup final, assisted both goals in last year's final, but will play no further part. Here's Alvarez looking to make an instantaneous impact. There's a goal kick.
I think it's worth noting as well, you've got to mention it, regardless if he's got a little twinge or not, Kevin De Bruyne has not performed anything like the way he can for 55 minutes or so.
Well, they've been ruthless, Manchester City, against those they're expected to beat this season. 26 wins against 28 of the teams that have been ranked lower than 7th in the table. It's that consistency that has got them to the 90-point mark and the 4 successive Premier League titles. And they're behind here. Alvarez, John Stones, Silva. Trying to find the remedy. Stones' cross is a delicate one. Rodri will scamper to keep it in play. His ball back is dangerous, away by Dalot. Half shouts for a penalty from the City fans. Fernandes away. Manchester United might get away here. And Garnacho and Guardiola in a foot race. And again, the speed merchants come from the light blue shirts.
That's going to be on though, isn't it? City are pushing forward. They've been told, I'm pretty sure, every time you get it, give it out wide to Doku. They've fed him so many balls so far.
Here he is again, cutting in. Not finding a way past Wan-Bissaka. It's going to be a long afternoon if that's their tactic. And there's no one for Amrabat to aim at. Just hoisted it clear. And still a good half an hour or more to go. Not much more, I would have thought.
United closing down now as basically walking pace. They're just filling holes.
Doku. Manchester City had to deal with a Real Madrid rear-goal action in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Here's a great effort from Kyle Walker, which is brilliantly saved by Onana.
Brilliant save. I think he probably sees it a little bit late as well. Dives to his left-hand side. Excellent strike from Walker.
Yet to score this season, Kyle Walker. 34 on Tuesday. That would have been a nice early birthday present. Alvarez, Doku. Guardiola. Manchester United camped on the edge of their own box. Bernardo Silva. Slipped in by Alvarez. Away by Wan-Bissaka, but it's not going to go very far. Rodri back in. It's a dangerous ball. And this time it's the Manchester United centre-half and goalkeeper that got a little bit confused. Varane taking charge.
Yeah, sometimes when you go up for the header, you've just got to let it happen.
Alvarez gets it back again, but didn't quite get it right.
Well, he's got to hit the target, simple as that. Once he gets the space, he's just come on, a little bit anxious, just leaning back his chest a little bit, you get in that position. Just hit the target, tries to power through it.
It's not ideal for him. He strikes, caught his feet a little bit. There's a save. What a save. It's one-handed as well. Brilliant strike. Big left hand there. The goalkeeper.
Sometimes I'm a bit critical of goalkeepers when they say brilliant saves, and it's saves you should make sometimes. But that one was a good one.
And he's kept 13 clean sheets this season. He's certainly got better the longer the season has gone on, Andre Onana. And he is a character, there's no doubt. He gave an interview this week in which he said, I'm the one to take the bullets. Don't aim your criticisms at the younger players, aim them at me.
Is that save 151? Must be, no? Must be 1-5 King Camp.
Steve McLaren and Erik ten Hag discussing what to do. Onana taking the acclaim for that save, but there's still probably a few more to make between now and the end of the game. It should be with this City team.
I just think second half, United seem to be defending a little bit further back. Another 5 yards.
Given away by Rodri. Fernandes and Rashford trying to profit. This is Scott McTominay. He did pop up and hit a hand, I think, but it's not going to be given as deliberate handball.
Yeah, not only has he gone 5 yards further back, Alec, it's also the midfield in front have come back with him. So almost there's like 6 or 7 across the back line. They've got to still put some pressure on the ball. Just force City a little bit in possession.
Different story to last week where they didn't get into their rhythm, Manchester United, really until the second half of the game. Doku. Unlucky that Phil Foden was ever going to reach that.
Big round of applause from Pep on that far side. Applauding the run, not so much the pass, but still trying to force the issue behind that back line.
Going long. Chesting down and hoping that Manu had got in front of Rodri. Not an easy thing to do. No 90-minute defeat in 74 matches. Here's Foden. Finding Alvarez, big chance, big miss.
Just caught his feet a little bit again. He should be scoring. He's got to hit the target. A beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. Completely takes out the two United defenders. Should be 2-1. Look at the pass from Foden. Magnificent pass other side of Amrabat and Martinez. Time's run perfectly, but you see, can't really open up his body. He's trying to open up his body. Just maybe get your foot through it and hit the target and take your chances. It's a poor finish.
It is. I think, you know, I'm no striker, but when it's that close to your feet, surely just a little dink over the keeper or the middle of the goal, Ian in itself a far better judging than I am, but absolutely. It's a poor effort.
Yeah.
Give yourself credit, you did score in this stadium.
I did, yeah, thanks. You've done your research, haven't you? Don't know to find that, I tell you.
Republic of Ireland.
I've scored twice here, actually, if you must know. You've missed one, but...
I haven't, I just started with that one. You can give us your whole resume if you want. Here's Rashford. Down. Bit of space for Bruno Fernandes, but he goes for goal instead. Manchester United about to make a couple of changes.
Never going to trouble the goalkeeper that one. There is a statement of intent again.
You see that chance for Alvarez, Ali, when you look at Amrabat, he's dropped into the back line. So they're all square. That's what I'm saying, you can't drop too deep. One of them's got to go to Foden, and then he can't play that pass in between the two of you because one's gone to the ball.
Absolutely.
Walker sending it out towards Doku. Just sit down. Two for company. It's Guardiola. This is John Stones. And he never really caught it. Interestingly, in the last few minutes, Manchester United about to make a change. One of those was going to be Johnny Evans for Lisandro Martinez. But Lisandro Martinez has said, no, I'm okay. Give it another 5 or so minutes. Rasmus Højlund, you saw in your picture there, was also just about to replace Marcus Rashford. It's a warm applause from the United faithful. United fan growing up, and a man who's come off the bench in the last 2 games to score. McTominay trying to bundle his way past the Kanji, not an easy thing to do. United scrapping for it in the middle of the park, but City emerge with the ball. Doku try to roll and run. Defensive work from Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I want to talk, not for the first time, to Ali about that, about Doku has got to mix it up a bit. He's got a lot of the ball, and he's only taking him on down the outside once. So as a full-back, you know that he doesn't want to go down the outside, he doesn't fancy himself. So you've got to try him a couple of times just to go, I'm willing to go down there, and that opens up the inside a little bit more. The moment Wan-Bissaka's showing him inside, he's going every time.
Another United attack, and Garnacho sees his shot turned round the post by Ortega.
You've got to love him, honestly. He's just so direct, positive. Only got one thing in his mind, wants to attack the fullback Gvardiol, gets his half yard, comfortable save, but at the same time it's another attempt at goal.
Corner kick to be taken by Fernandez. Varane has just gone for a swig of drink, late arriving in the box. It's aimed towards him at the far post, and if he hadn't have made up a couple of yards, he might have got on the end of that. Johnny Evans has ended up on his backside after Bernardo Silva attention.
Silva just tackled him. Injured before he came on.
Respect your elders, he's 36, Johnny Evans. Oh, given away, and Fernandez was almost in.
I thought you said that because you checked the Rangers score.
Good strength, hasn't it?
Struck off Amrabat, Erling Haaland. Akanji.
Here we go.
Doku. Can he get past Wan-Bissaka this time? Martial, Foden, Rodri. Back towards Foden, who was blocked off by McTominay.
That's good defender, isn't it? Foden gives it a little give and go into Rodri, and McTominay just stands his ground. I see what you mean about Doku, Lee. I also think Garnacho's doing quite a good job as well. From City's point of view, yes, you want to get it to Doku, but you want to get it to him as quickly as possible so he can isolate Wan-Bissaka.
Foden. Wan-Bissaka does brilliantly again. Considering as that this might be his last game in a Manchester United jersey, but if we can keep Doku quiet and help them win the FA Cup, that might change too. He still has another year or so on his contract. Here's Rashford tussling with England colleague Walker. Rashford, who didn't make the England squad for the European Championships, has had the bit between his teeth a bit today. He's defended well.
The referee there doing the international sign for 6 of one and half a dozen of the other.
Alvarez. Now Doku, lots of space. Still Doku. Didn't bounce kindly for Haaland. And the deflection takes it away, and it's a corner.
What he does do, Doku, really well, he's quick on the ball to get into the box. As a full-back, if your winger gets in the box early, straight away, 3 things have been taken out. The stand there and just put your foot in, Martinez.
Yeah, Alessandro Martinez has got a touch of cramp, I think. He's played 70 minutes now. Only played 59 minutes last week. This is not the only live action for you this summer. Soccer Aid on June the 9th is coming your way with the football stars and superstars mix to raise money for UNICEF. You can join us 6 o'clock on Sunday the 9th of June. Pochettino back at Stamford Bridge. ITV1 and STV. And then the opening game of the European Championships, a summer of top football, starts with Germany against Scotland. Live from Munich, Friday the 14th of June, ITV1 and STV. Manchester United might be cup winners by then. Kobbie Mainoo scoring the second of 2 goals. And Sir Alex Ferguson, Dave Brailsford and Sir Jim Ratcliffe will be pretty happy with. Johnny Evans now coming on for Lisandro Martinez. Won the FA Cup a lot more recently than most people in this Manchester United FA Cup squad. Final little tete-a-tete between Martinez and Walker, who wasn't happy with the pace of him coming off the pitch. Walker getting involved in a rather aggressive manner.
I actually noticed they're having words in the first half as well, lads, it was something, so which is carried on a little bit into the second half there.
A frustrated Kyle Walker pleading his case to Andy Madley. Still waiting for them to take the corner, but Evans has only just come on. Manchester United trying to delay this as much as possible. Marcus Rashford is also off, and on comes Rasmus Højlund. Will be pleased enough with what's happened today so far, Marcus Rashford, even if it has been a difficult season and a difficult time for him personally after being left out of that England squad. But Rasmus Højlund chomping at the bit to add to his 16 goals, scored in the last 2 games. 16 goals in your first season for Manchester United, not something to be sniffed at. First job is to defend this corner. Foden's deliveries, crowded penalty box, and Dalot was the one who connected first. Manchester United did have problems last week at Brighton from set pieces like this.
Stood his ground well there, good header.
Far post, all on his own edge of the box.
Well delivered towards that far post, and there's a wrestling match going on between Kobbie Mainoo and Haaland, and the VAR will check it out, that's for sure.
I think Kobbie Mainoo gets caught a little bit.
Checked and cleared very quickly.
Yeah, I still think he gets caught, letting Haaland get in front of him. He obviously feels he was harshly treated. You can see he's not looking at the ball at all. I'm not giving a penalty, but
I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a penalty.
No, I don't.
If it's checked like this, then Pep might need a hug at the end of the game.
It was checked and cleared before he even hit the ground there. Not United fans.
Don't you start. 4,418 have made it. Inside Wembley and under the arch. Manchester City attacking the goal away to our left in the shade. The sun very much shining on those Manchester United fans at this moment in time. 15 minutes to go. Jeremy Doku. Guardiola. Doku trying to bamboozle Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka not falling for the trick. Akanji. Walker. And it's a good save down low by Onana. Offside flag goes up in the aftermath, and he fancied a Vincent Kompany moment there, Kyle Walker.
I've just got to ask Ali a question here. Is your centre forward?
You're right in that.
I'm all over the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
It's a good save, but it's back into play. I'm just looking at Haaland, whether it's him who's...
It's
fine. It's a good strike, but then he's got to be there. He didn't even move.
I agree totally with you. What I think he's doing there, I think he's holding Varane's arm, trying to pull him back a little bit. And he's off balance, I'm going to cut him any slack at all. But you're right, the centre forward's got to be following that in.
You can ask me a full-back question anytime you like.
Fernandes thought he was fouled there by a full-back. The referee was not forthcoming with the decision. By Wan-Bissaka. Doku wriggling away from Garnacho, taking on Amrabat. Amrabat then forces him off the ball with his arm, and he thinks, the referee, that that's a free kick.
I'm not sure it is, Sam. And I think the gentleman on the left-hand side probably agrees with me again.
Absolutely. It just looked like it was shoulder to shoulder. He looked like he was going down about 3 yards before this, and then he's just leaned into him. That's not a foul.
No. Not at all.
Well, remember how the tide turned on a decision which Manchester United weren't happy with in the FA Cup semi-final. They were 3-0 up in that game and couldn't get over the line in 90 minutes. Almost lost it in extra time. Conceding now would certainly turn up the temperature on that defence.
Both of these have got a free kick in the locker.
Yeah.
Foden in consultation with Julian Alvarez. It's the star of the FA Cup last year, Alvarez, 3 goals in 5 games, but I wouldn't be surprised if Foden pulled rank here. Nana will have to be in his most alert. Kyle Walker is winding up as well. Phil Foden at a crucial time. Hits it straight into the wall. Alvarez. Pinched by Wan-Bissaka. Højlund was the ball. Guardiola saw it too.
Don't want to tempt fate for Wan-Bissaka, but I think he's in an excellent afternoon. He probably could have and should have lost it in behind there. It was a pretty straightforward pass once he makes the interception to Højlund. But he's certainly playing well at the moment. Just the change when Rashford went off there, obviously. Fernandes is taking up that position on the left-hand side with Højlund more central.
And he's tussling with Akanji, and he's got the better of Akanji, who's dragged him to the floor. And it's very good centre-forward play from Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah, you can't win every ball, but you can certainly put the opposition off, and he did that. Got right underneath it, and then it's just a linking of arms, but he's strong.
I've got that down as excellent forward play. And I can guarantee his back four and his goalkeeper will agree with that. Gives him a little bit of a break. Lee, you know what it's like. Takes a bit of pressure off.
Good position this as well. Fernandes will fancy all sorts from here.
It's one that they'll likely to drip over the top for someone else to try and pounce. Striking from this sort of range for a right footer might be a bit difficult, but Fernandes is capable. The captain of Manchester United, striking towards goal, and it was an easy catch in the end for Stefan Ortega. Ten minutes to go for Pep Guardiola and Manchester City to become the first team in history to win the double in successive years. And they need to get on the score sheet quickly. And they need to find a way back into this game. It's never easy getting to an FA Cup final. It's never easy winning one. Here's Rodri into Foden. Couldn't bring it down. Amrabat was there. Doku on the other side now, teasing Dalot. Away by Evans. It's out for a corner kick.
He's not a pretty player, Amrabat, is he? But he's kind of scruffy. He just gets in the way and he just gets his foot in. He's done really well in that front of that back four. He looks tired now, mind.
And he's had to get through a lot of work. Foden's delivery is a good one. So is the stop from Onana to fend it out to the near side. Alvarez. Easy for Onana, or should have been. Why did he not catch it?
That's a great question.
And Manchester United not thinking about that at the moment. Garnacho on the escape, felt he was clipped by Kyle Walker.
I think he might have got a sore in the back of the leg there when Walker wins the ball. Might just have caught him in the calf.
Well, Erik ten Hag knows that a win is essential. Otherwise, Manchester United are facing just a second season since 89-90 without European football. Pep Guardiola knows that this is his 12th domestic cup final, spanning 3 different countries, and he's only ever lost one before, and that was the 2011 Copa del Rey to Jose Mourinho. About his Wembley record before the game. Pep Guardiola is 8 from 8.
Well, fair play. They're putting Varane and Evans up. It's a last-minute decision because they weren't for going up.
Ball delivered into the box. Evans attacking it. Stones. Got something on it, but the offside flag was up very quickly. Fergie time, not yet.
Sir Alex looking at his watch.
Dear me, you don't see that very often, do you? Or if ever. I mean, they're certainly rattled.
Well, I mean, there's only 6.5 minutes to go, and in usual circumstances you would say that sometimes it's just your day, and it looks like being Manchester United's day, but this is Manchester City.
Yeah, they've gone a bit early there. The goal now is certainly livening it up.
I think with Manchester City, it would have been earlier any time.
Yeah, but the thing is with them, they've not created hardly anything. They've got a crossbar, yeah, but normally in their play, the way they get about the box and those little passes into the little channels, they create chances, even when teams drop off into that low block. But United have done it particularly well to restrict them around the penalty area.
15 shots on goal, only 3 of them have hit the target, though. They haven't been one that have really troubled Onana too much. A couple of efforts he's had to make saves in. He was always going to have to do that against this City team. They've ridden their luck as well. The crossbar has come to their rescue. Well, certainly they've been without the ball for a large portion of it. 72% possession for Manchester City.
He's made one save that was a good one. The rest of them, if he lets them in, he shouldn't be playing.
Good save, Walker's left hand.
Yeah, the left-handed one from Walker. Other than that, he's not really been called upon.
You're a hard man to please, I tell you.
Five minutes to go. Free kick given. And Amrabat punished. Four minutes to go. Last stoppage time for him to turn it round. It is countdown time. He needs an intervention. Doku. Sent away by McTominay. I think it wasn't the right choice from the free kick, really. Here's Alvarez. Now Foden. Now Doku. And it's snuck in! Onana couldn't keep it out this time. And that could be a game changer.
Keeper can't get beat there.
No.
I mean, he does what he does, Doku, and he does it brilliantly. Shapes to go down the left-hand side, goes back onto his right, and he hits it early. But my natural reaction is the keeper's got to be saving that.
Just creates the space, slows it down, then into that little space there, gets his shot away. Might come through a little bit of a crowded area. Amrabat's in front of him, but he's got to save that. Has to.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be incredibly disappointed with that, if that is the turning point in this cup final. Is it too little too late for Manchester City? Is it ever too late for Manchester City? Doku's first goal since the first week in January. He has been the super sub. And he's off the bench to influence proceedings again. Now those United fans will be getting the jitters. And it's the sound of Blue Moon that is the late soundtrack to a perfect cup final afternoon in terms of weather. And are the fortunes of Manchester United changeable? Doku trying to find the dynamite. Might come through to Foden, away by Dalot. United are going to have to dig in. City are going to have to up the tempo. Capable of doing that. This is Doku again.
Well, they're scared stiff of him now because he's getting in the box at pace, a little bit of confidence after his goal. And there's 3 or 4 United players dangling a foot around his boots.
You're terrified.
Just dangling his...
Terrified.
Well, there's a few of those United players that have just started to feel a little bit more tired than they were 3 minutes ago. City will test their reserves. Here's Gvardiol. Foden's touch let him down. Not often we can say that. Doku again. Foden. Away by McTominay. Manchester United need an outball. They haven't got an outball at this moment in time. We're into the final minute.
He's looking at the 4th official with his board. In about 50 seconds' time,
it's going to be big, I think.
Yeah, there's going to be a few minutes to add on.
I think it'll be 6. Something like that. Here is Alvarez. Doku. Comes towards Gvardiol. Back to Akanji. He's going to hit it, and he's going to miss it. And there were men over.
He's got to slip it outside in there. Silva's just standing there waiting for it. The genius of a left foot.
Well, Lake Drama and Manchester United have come hand in hand in this FA Cup run. They've had a habit of conceding goals at the end of matches in the last couple of months. In the FA Cup, constant theme of drama late on in games. 7 minutes of added time. And as one of the members of the Manchester City staff gets booked. Remember the late goal against Liverpool. The late goal against Nottingham Forest. The late drama against Coventry. That's what they'll be drawing on, those Manchester City fans. There are 7 minutes to go. And 1 or 2 City fans already walking down Wembley Way. It's not finished yet, not just yet. But Manchester United have a corner. Or do they?
They've been overruled, I think. I don't know, we saw it from this side, the linesman, but...
Another Manchester United change incoming. Here's Rodri. Now it's Stones. They just need one big chance. Doku. He has been the difference in this second half. Can he prove the distance? Full stop. He's won a corner.
That's what I'm talking about with him.
He's got to get it spot on, hasn't he?
Oh, he's absolutely got to get it spot on, and he does.
Yeah.
It's going to be Victor Lindelof who's about to come on, but it'll be after this corner for Manchester City. In stoppage time at the end of the cup final. Onana grasps it, holds on to it for dear life. And those supporters, nerves are jangling. He's afraid. Manchester United looking to be the first team since 1957 to finish in the top flight as low as 8th and beat the champions. It is a result that is going to affect other teams too. If United win the cup, Chelsea will play Conference League football rather than Europa League football, and Newcastle will miss out on Europe altogether. Here are the changes. Garnacho is coming off. On comes Victor Lindelof. Another one who's been absent for quite some time. He's had a hamstring problem that has seen him miss almost the whole of April and May. Off comes